Extraction 2 is a 2023 action thriller adventure film directed by Sam Hargrave and written by Joe Russo. It is the sequel to the 2020 Netflix hit Extraction, which stars Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth does return in the title role as Tyler Rake. And if you remember the first one, the ending of that, he actually got shot and he died. That's how they end it. Well, he is revived. He comes out of consciousness and he kind of retires to a cabin in Austria. But then he is met by a stranger named Alcott, played by Idris Elba, who gives him a mission in order to rescue his ex-wife Mia's sister and their kids out of a prison who are currently imprisoned by their gangster husband in a prison in Georgia. Now, Tyler recruits Nick and Yaz to join him on this mission, and Nick does return as well from the first film, and she plays the partner to Tyler, so they are, back and forth. And if you didn't know, he's a Black Ops mercenary. Now, the movie is really straightforward, really simple. It runs for 122 minutes long. It doesn't feel like a 2-hour movie at all. It was released on Netflix June 16th, 2023. And this is a really, really fun movie. I would say the action is more so upped than the very first movie. It had slow fight scenes here and there in the first one, but the second one really, really grabs your attention and just doesn't let go. We have that first 30-minute intro where he's, coming to after his surgery. He's unconscious after almost dying. He has that scar in his neck. And then we go into the prison sequence, which is a 21-minute one take scene. Well, not really 21-minute one take scene. It was edited down to look like 21 minutes. And you can tell, kind of in a way, if you've done film editing, if you're an editor, you can tell where the cuts are in the action sequences and where they continue and whatnot, just by little minute details that are given. The action is great. It stops for a little bit after they rescue the mother and the children. And Sandro, the son, is really, really annoying at times. And he's like, "Where's my father?" Well, your father was going to kill your mother and is beating your mother, but then you want to find out where he is. So as they're going back on the plane to Austria and getting their passports ready, kind of Sandro calls his uncle, the other brother, and kind of says, "Hey, I'm doing this here and here." So he kind of is the point where he's the MacGuffin in the movie. He moves the story along, and he's like, "I'm sorry for what I did." And then there's a whole big action sequence in Austria that takes place in a high-rise tower building. That in itself is another, I want to say, 30-minute action sequence. And so you go 30 minutes with that action sequence. You have a 21-minute action sequence. So you're almost an hour into the film, and then it slowly dies down again. And then we have Mia, Olga Kurylenko's character, and come in and kind of understand that her and Rake have a heart to heart about what happened, why he left, why he didn't stay because the son died of cancer. And if you saw the first one, you understand how he had to take his mind off of everything. But it's really, really interesting, really well done. And I feel like Joe Russo didn't know what to do with the ending of this movie because we just go right into it, and there's no kind of full actual closure. I feel like it was rushed. It was just like, okay, something's happening, and then that's the ending of the movie. The fight scene between Rake and the other brother, the bad guy in this, was okay, but it just didn't feel like it needed to happen. The brother was out just for revenge, and that was it. And all of this would not have happened if Sandro didn't call his uncle. So technically, in a way, it was interesting. It was fun. And then, in a way, kind of at the ending, we see that Idris Elba, as Alcott, kind of recruits Chris Hemsworth character once again for another mission. And Chris Hemsworth's character is Reagan's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Well, I can't say that." And, "Who do you work for?" "Well, he's a bit of an asshole, but you're gonna love him." So I'm pretty sure this leaves the door open for a third Extraction film, which would be great. I would love to see how the sequence is done in that with the action. This second movie was good. Like I said, the plot was just simple. getting revenge, going breaking out and helping your ex-wife's sister, or helping your sister-in-law escape a prison, having your friends help you. It was pretty simple, straightforward, nothing much there. Throw in some emotional tension, some aspects, some history that you have in the movie. The sequences in the prison were really, really good. Kind of had that old boy kind of hallway type feel to it, if you know what I'm talking about. And then the train sequence was really, really good. I wanted more of that in a way because there hasn't been an train sequence in an action movie in a very, very long time. And train sequences to me, I feel like are really, really fun and really, really interesting and good. And then Chris Hemsworth is a fucking badass in this, and he just kills it. I feel like this is his newfound character as Tyler Rake. I mean, come on. He's a former Australian SAS operative turned black ops mercenary. So there is a lot that can happen with this character if you progress it into more films. How many films? That's up in the air. You could make 3, 4, 5, 6 extraction movies and really expand the universe, but make the bad guys more cohesive and understanding, or make it where they are a threat to Tyler Rake because he's just kicking ass left and right. And when he kicks ass left and right, then you know he's going to win. But he himself is like Terminator-esque in a way. He gets stabbed, he gets shot, he comes back. He gets his hand crushed, he comes back. He uses different variations of certain things, grenades, knives, hammers, you name it. He's using it and he's beating the shit out of the bad guy. It's fun, but then it's not realistic enough in a way. But Joe Russo is great. If you didn't know, Joe Russo and Anthony Russo are the ones who directed Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, and they did their own thing with the first Extraction. Like I said, the first Extraction movie that came out in 2020 during the pandemic, at the height of the pandemic, was a really fun action movie where you just sit back and enjoy it. This was that as well, this sequel, and it was fun. It was great. I feel like the only thing that took away from it was Sandro, the young boy who was just didn't, you know, he just was just annoying, and then the villains weren't as threatening as they should be. I feel like a villain in a movie should be on equal par with the good guy, and if it's not, the good guy's just going to win the battle, and there's no mind games or anything. It was just simple, straight action, and it was good to see the character of Nick, Tyler's partner, get involved in this because she really wasn't getting involved in it in the first one, but seeing her front and center in the action with her brother was really, really good. The dynamic of family, brother, sister, trying to understand everything was really, really fun. And I actually enjoyed this movie. And like I said, when you watch it, the movie is 122 minutes long, 2 hours and 2 minutes, and it goes so fast, really, really quickly. And you don't even realize that you're watching a 2 hour movie. And it's just, with the snap of a finger, that's it. It's over. I'm curious to see what they do next in this franchise. I'm hoping for more films, and I feel like that Netflix does have a hit on their hands with this franchise. I'm pretty sure if they did release it in theaters, it would have got a solid 30, 40 million opening weekend, and it grossed about 100 million worldwide because a movie like this does that. But this was fun. This was great. A solid sequel that I didn't expect to be better than the first one. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen next. Extraction 2 for me gets 4.5 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Extraction 2. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What was your favorite scene? What was your least favorite scene? Did you like the 21-minute one take action sequence? And did you like the train sequence? Was the high rise action sequence better? Did you like the ending, or do you think it was just an abrupt ending? Do you think we'll get more movies in this franchise? What did you think about Idris Elba showing up as another character that kind of hires Chris Hemsworth character? And who do you think, or who do you want to see in this kind of franchise working with, or with the character of Tyler Rake in this series? Let me know in the comment section below about all of the questions I just asked, and also let me know what rating you would give Extraction 2. And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new review videos on my channel. And we'll see you all in the next review video, and thank you for tuning in.